Hello, it's me, Poison. My face is glowed up right now because this is the crab model. As you can see, the letters crab in it. This model is based off the crab spider because I made it when I wanted to just kind of have a model that was in the Spider-Man vein because in Marvel Rivals I was playing a lot of the spiders, except Spider-Man. Mostly played Penny Parker. But so here's one of the fun things about this model is this model is going to show off just how much I've improved. And hello, thank you. And I'm doing good. I hope you are doing well as well. Uh, but just for an example here, uh, live art. We're working on revamping this model because we're going to play a new game called Mecha Break. I think I might be able to finish this model and start the game within one stream. That is our goal at least. But I also just kind of want to have these two models up next to each other just to be like, yeah, my face now. I think there's a bit in the, I think I've improved a bit. Uh, we have definitely improved our skills. We're also not going to do this screen thing for the new model. Uh, and we're leaning more on the mech pilot side. We also have done some redesign on this bodysuit. For instance, the area right here, instead of having this be one connected piece, I've separated out the pieces to put basically squares down here. I filled in some blank spots that I had. We're also going to shift the pinks here to greens, and we might even change a lot more of the model to have more of a green look to it. But yeah, I was like, I just found out about Mecha Break probably yesterday. I've seen it in some stuff beforehand, but Raz pointed out that it was out now, and I was like, oh, that seems like it could be fun to play. And then I remembered I have this model and this outfit, and I was like, oh, I could really quickly make a new model for the game because we already have something that's very mech pilot like. Um, dun dun do 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 do. But no, I you don't always get to see how much you've grown as an artist until you put your new work next to your old work. Now, granted, this hair on this model is supposed to look like webbing, so it does accomplish a lot of the goals it set out to do. That being said, this face is just so much better. I remember when the model that I'm using right now was like, ooh, this is my best face. And now I have a face like this, and I'm much more happy with it. Uh, that being said, I think we might replace this. Eh, or no, you know what? We're gonna keep up with the time-honored tradition of when I'm revamping a model to use the old model to speak with. One thing I'm thinking of doing is all of these white parts on the model, I'm thinking we might switch it out for green, and these pink parts are definitely going to switch to green. I haven't decided the shade of green yet, but we know that they are going to shift their color. I also like switching it to green because when you use white, black, gray, and then you make them like this metal texture, oftentimes they're over reflective, which means that like because these are 3D models and exist in a 3D environment, they'll reflect the 3D environment unless you like really dingy up the metal. Whereas if you use a more pigmented like green or pink, purple, and all those other colors, it's not gonna that reflectiveness isn't gonna be as noticeable or bad like down here. Like you can kind of make out like the clouds that are in the background, but not terrible. Whereas like my Ultron model I made, oof, I do not like the level of reflection it shows. Cause I like let's see. This section. The bright side is I made this model in a very future-proof kind of way, where it's not going to be that bad to change these out. Uh, da, 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 da. And all of these are going to have... One of the other things that's hard about what I'm doing here is the fact that everything that I am changing here is going to change once more in Unity. So I kind of have to like visualize what I want this to look like as the end process. And not just what I want it to look like here. Because it's not going to look like what it looks like here. Yeah, for some reason that bottom part didn't get dyed. So what I'm going to do is just take an eraser, mirror that eraser. I'm just going to go whoop, whoop. I don't want to get that much of it off. Let's go ahead and go down to the shoe. I'm starting with the legs and then I'll move up the body. Let's see. I think I want to make these darker. That works. I debated if I want to leave the crab spider imagery like untouched and like leave this part as white and maybe just dye the spider part like the green, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, because this is a model based on nature, Let's look up like a green crab spider and see if that can inspire the color palette we use here. Because that's how I did the original one, like the original model, is I pulled a bunch of pictures of crab spiders. Yeah, so it's like this very limey green. Uh, Pause for if you have arachnophobia, I am about to pull a spider up on screen. You have been warned. Like, I really like this shade here. I, and I like that their bodies are very oftentimes like semi-clear. Like not fully transparent parent, but like uh sheer almost. Let's see. Let's go with like a super dark green. Okay, and now time for this upper body, which is actually this layer. So that's green. If I wanted to get that green, first off, it's on the yellow side of the greens, which is interesting because I normally go more on the blue side, the teals. So let's see about making some like lime green aspects. I'm gonna make like the leg parts all the same color. This white is kind of hard to see. Oh, there's the other leg. The mandibles, we're gonna go back to that like very pale green. Now these sections can just be like this kind of green. And I remember you want the paler colors to be on the inside for this, so I'll do this. And then I'm also gonna want that same pale green on these like sections. I think we want this to be one of the paler sides. Okay, Okay, that's basically what I want to do with that part. I think I might want the dark parts of the screen to change a little bit, not drastically, but I kind of want them to be this amount of shade difference between the sections. So we might not change that at all because it's going to have a filter that goes over the full thing that I'm probably going to use like an emerald like shade for. That's going to give it all a very different green from what's represented here on screen. I also kind of like how this looks kind of like it's a zipper. And we'll leave these eyes how they are. I'm gonna try some different shades here. Yeah, I like that shade more. Do I like it more for this too? Actually, I think I do like it to be darker up top. This is more like more stand outish. But this one I feel like covers the brief a bit better. I think we'll go for standout and we're gonna change these arms. Oh, whoops. So I think I like that more. Which means I do want to shift these greens out a little bit. Which section are you? Okay, you're at this section. Side panels. Inner panels. That's looking kind of glow in the dark. Oh, you know what? I know it will do really good here. That's making things a little bit awkward. Right now, it's kind of pear-shaped with this. And so I might want to make my shoulders a little bit wider. Body. Where's my shoulders? Shoulder width. Just so that way I have like my shoulders lined up with my hip size and I create this hourglass shape because I do like the hourglass shape instead of a pear shape. There we go. And I want this to be distinctive from the crab model. So that's one of the other reasons where I'm going with like this green. Also because green is like one of my primary colors, and before this model was like meant to more emulate something from another character. So I was less strict about color usage, but because this is going to be me as a mech pilot, we're going to be a little bit more sticking on theme. Let's see. I think this is good. The only thing I'm thinking I might want to enhance a little bit is this eye makeup area. And like right here, I don't like what's going on right there. I'm not sure exactly what layer that is on. It's probably on face paint. Nope, it's on skin. Edit, start editing. Yeah, I made a hard dash line here, which is giving me a bit too like drastic of a change there. So we're just gonna, whoop, just gonna do this. Much better. Yeah, I think that's pretty much good. So let's go ahead and export and load it in Unity. Close. Unity. But yeah, the game I'm looking to play is called Mecha Break. I'm not typically much of a mech person, but I used to love Gundams. I would say ages 8 through 13, I loved Gundams. It is just so interesting looking at how my face was shaped and how it's shaped now. I remember when I thought these lips on the spider model were like really big and overdrawn, but now I draw my lips like this. Reduce polygons, do not do that. Export. If I remember correctly, this model is actually like a very low amount of like objects. I'm gonna call it Poison Spider, even though it's my Mech Pilot one. The under part, I don't think is gonna really need much of like any kind of special effects. I'm gonna focus on doing special effects on the like armored sections. Speaking of mech pilots and looking good, the mech pilot in Mecha Break looks really good. So it's kind of funny. I'll look over to the right and I'll see this exact same model, but I'll see it like on the stream monitor, which doesn't have as high definition of a monitor, so the color like options are limited, and I'll see a very different green than what I'm actually using. There's sometimes it's important for me to like take what I'm working on and move it onto different monitors just to see how it changes how it looks. Dun dun dun. A tornado blew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California. Wobardo. I'm just gonna import it in this same section I've been importing all of the other ones into casual. Wordo, not new mod. VRM import. And I want to go to home. Poison spider, open. Casual, open, save. Importing model. I'm getting to a point where uh, I have so many different like resources from past projects that I'm really speeding up some parts of production and like design. I do like when my hair used to do this, even if it is like a little bit much. It is also kind of fun. Casual, poison spider. We are going to put my enhanced physics in this model, so we're just going to go ahead and delete secondary. We don't need that. Oh, whoops. Poison spider. We want materials. Oh yeah, this body is just the neck. even though it's just the neck, I'm still just going to use my full material map on it. Shading, realistic, clear coat. Because they get hot in the mechs, we're going to make my skin have that dewy effect. Also just because I like the little bit of dew. And we'll lock that in. Oh, I need to switch that from opaque. Unlock. Switch this to cutout because the body doesn't need any of the thing below the neck. Poyomi tune, cutout, shading. I'm just gonna set it to realistic. And then what I'm gonna do is take the normal map I did for the other one and just apply it to this too, because it's the skin hugging body part of the bodysuit. Let's see. I also want to grab this. I'm gonna grab some of these textures. It's gonna make life easier to just go ahead and grab them. I think we'll go ahead and start on the metal part of the body. Oh, I wonder if this would change anything. It's black underneath, so I doubt this would be super visible anyways. Yeah, I don't think the intensity of this matters too much. I will do this like clear coat on it. Packed map. And I'm gonna do tiling. We want to go for, let's do 30. And then we're gonna switch these down by a lot. Because I kind of want to create this the textured look on this under part. So I kind of want it to look like it's a latex bodysuit underneath. Okay. For this, that's the shoe. I want the body. One of the hard things about this is metal's kind of flat. So I don't know like if I really need uh any kind of like special normal map for this. Like I could use a normal map technically for the edge, but even then I don't think that's gonna do me too much good. We're gonna make it sharper. Render off. And I want to do cube map. And I'm gonna take this gold. I'm gonna switch gold for green. And we're gonna not fully replace. Just do that super shiny. I wouldn't mind it actually, because that kind of looks cool. I don't think I want to make it like full shine. A little bit shine, not full. Okay, Piolet tune. But yeah, this is one of my easier outfits, and I'm not going to try to overcomplicate it here. But see what I mean by like, I wanted the greens to be different, but the color of the shade of the green wasn't going to matter too much. It just needed to have a shade gradient between them. Oop. Where'd that come from? Oh, I think that's actually playing on my computer. Shading realistic. And then I want to go cube map, gold. Gonna make that more of like a lime green. Because we do want different shades of green still, just to give it a little bit of like this decent appearance. We don't want it to like be all the same color, but it's okay if it's a little monochromatic. That looks good. Which one is the butt on? I I guess it's on this one. Yeah. They want the butt to have the size effect of having a light color on the inside and a dark color on the outside to make it more accentuated. It still needs to match with everything.
Catch me outside.
No, I will not catch you outside. I will catch you indoors. Okay, now I just need to do the shoes.
Note to self. Never trip outside.
Same. That is right. You should never trip outside. Honestly, it's probably not good to trip anywhere. You know what? Poison's against tripping. I'm gonna get tripping canceled. Gravity is homophobic.
I've seen enough Final Destination to know tripping is death.
You know what? Very millennial, but very accurate. uh, I don't think I've ever seen any of the Final Destination movies. Oh, yeah, I readjusted it. Say one more thing so I can, or like say a long string of thing. That way I can adjust the volume as it speaks. Oh, I need to switch this cutout.
I will say all the things. The most things even. I will say the most things I have
Ba
ever
ba
typed
ba.
in this thing since I
Ba ba
tried to copy
bow.
and paste the Declaration of Independence accidentally. By the way, your suit is looking real sharp. Careful, you could purse the hull of an Empire-class Fire Nation battleship with it, leaving thousands to drill one at sea. You know. Because it's so sharp.
One of my favorite quotes. I love that, like, Azula goes drown. I'm starting, I will say I don't, okay, I'm not the only streamer who's experienced this, but like a lot of streamers have experienced their like for like streams like flashing on and off. I don't think it's an OBS thing, but apparently it is like a Twitch thing because I know other streamers have also complained about it lately. Or I would just think it was a me thing. Novella! I hope you are doing well. I'm trying to get these boots to match the rest of the outfit. I might just have to go without using a mask on them and just maybe just have them be just a solid color. Because that might just look better than having them not be a solid color. Thank you! We're gonna play a mech game, uh, because it looks interesting and it's new, and we are in between games, and so we're just grateful that something had a release date and actually released on that day. We need more games to have release dates. Poison 2025. Like, why, you know what? Why can't more games be like me? I I start on something at the beginning of the day, and by the end of the day, it's finished. All video games produce the speed that I do. Go, now. No, that would be very unreasonable. Yeah, I think that's fine. Honest, it's called ADHD, and then also like being treated for your ADHD, so then you can like use the so there's inattentive ADHD and there's attentive ADHD. I believe it, my version's the attentive one. Is I'm dyslexic, so I get them mixed up all the time. But basically, what happens is I hyperfixate on something, and it's hard for me to pull my attention away from something. Whereas the other version of ADHD is like you're constantly distracted and easily distracted. For me, once I like start focusing in on something, I almost go deaf to all other sounds. It's one of the reasons why sometimes I turn off the music in video games because it makes my brain go burr. I would also say that this is far less work than making an entire video game. So I say that with a very like tee-hee and not fully meaning that people should be able to make an entire video game in the time that I make a single model. But it would be nice. No. Let's go ahead and have the things update off screen. I would like to go to blend shapes and let's do surprise face just so I can see inside the mouth. realistic. Eight 8.2. I think that's fine. Back to face. Close your mouth. Because Unity light is different from regular light. It's kind of like an omnipresence. Like when I'm doing the editing part of this, that whereas I like to use directional light and low light, so I don't really need to worry about how it's lit up right now. I wonder if you can play the Iron Mouse BB No Money song like you can all others. As in like if it's allowed to be played while streaming. Because I know most of BB No Money's music is. But I know Iron Mouse is also with VShojo, and I don't know if VShojo would let that deal go through. Though it works for BB No Money, so I would hope that other artists would kind of take that note a little bit. Like, oh, this is actually a very successful way to run your music. Is to allow gamers and artists to make art and games to your music. Like playing in the background. Because I'm gonna stay talking, and so I'm not a great source to listen to a specific song. Unless you want to hear me talk over it. But I don't know what it is. YouTube will take down like my stuff for like doing things that I'm allowed to do sometimes. Like there's one time one of my models had like an oversized t-shirt on it, and it was flagging as adult content. And I'm like, literally, I've never had a model have more clothes on than right now. What do you mean? Like this is the most clothed any of my models have ever been. And it was flagging for adult content, and I was like, I don't know how. How is it flagged for adult? Because I do like temporary outfits sometimes for models that like aren't TOS compliant until like I finish parts of their design. So if I'm working like on the underbody part of a model, I'll oftentimes like give it some kind of outfit to wear until I make that part of the body covered. And it had one of those covers on it. Oh, that's because if you look at the model, uh, there's actually a crab spider right here on it. And so the lore behind this model when I was making it was that it was Project Crab. So like a sentient, like robotic crab spider that was like a bioweapon or something of that nature. And so it has like these digital text screens in front of it. And I used to have the abbreviation uh like memorized for it, but it was like something like uh something robotic uh blah 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 blah. I yeah. I used to have it memorized, but this model is now over 6 months old, and therefore I have forgotten everything about it. Because we make lots of models. I mean, for one, like the face is obviously out of date compared to like my new face. It's because it was when I was playing Penny Parker a lot, and so I also wanted like a spider, like robot model kind of thing. And so now I'm redesigning the outfit to be like a mech pilot because there's that new game that just came out that I'm gonna try, but also because like I like bodysuits. They're easy to work with, and I wanted one that was more me branded. So it's going to be more in the green colors. And we're going to leave the crab stuff on it just because it's the cool element of this bodysuit is that it's actually a crab spider wrapped around me. Because you can actually see all the like the crab leg, the spider legs here. Like these are like the claws that are at the front of the like legs. It has its little mandibles right here. Fangs. And then this like a plant that it's standing on top of. Another cool factor of why I chose a crab spider specifically, crab spiders, another colloquial name for them, saber. Oh, same. Uh, Another fun thing about the reason why I chose crab spiders is they're also known as the flower spider, and they do what is called biomimicry, which means they replicate another thing in nature's appearance. Let me see if I can't pull up an example of that. Uh, Crab spider biomimicry. This model is basically like my model that has like references to a bunch of different things. Save image. But they're like masters of camouflage. And so they'll replicate like flower petals or like the center of a flower. Like they're very aware of their surroundings and know how to blend in. And sometimes even parts of the crab spider's body itself are actual like shaped like floral things, which gives it an even bigger advantage when it comes to blending in. But yeah, crab spiders are known for their ability to blend into their environment. And so that's like, if I wanted to do a model that stayed in my floral kind of like theme, but then I also wanted it to be spider themed, but then I also wanted it to be like a bodysuit. I was like, what if my bodysuit was also a crab spider mimicking like some kind of like plant like design that I would normally have on an outfit? But yeah, I like how the crab legs are wrapped around the body. And this is also a really cool thing. This is like a web that's coming out of the spider's mouth. This is definitely one of my more clever designs. It's also the only design I really ever did like a mood board for, because I wanted to show people how my brain works when it comes to coming up with how I design models. And so I actually like put out a visual representation of how I think. Speaking of think, I think we're actually on the last stages of the mats. They just need to do the face mat stuff. And then we'll be ready to like do the hair and then the model's done. Realistic. And then I want to do clear coat. I want to use this pack map. And then I do like 10, by 10. And then we're gonna grab these colors down here. I think we need more than 10. Let's try 20 by 20. Okay, and then I need to go to one of my other models that has like the lips on it and grab it for my mask. And by mask, I mean something that I use to tell something not to go into a specific spot. So like, there's the masks here that I can use. But what I'm going to do instead of doing that, I'm going to do cube map. And then I'm going to put this as the mask. And then I'm going to switch this to alpha, reverse it. Reverse it back. Switch this to a green. Let's do add. It looks like I'm going to need to have a mask here too. Let's put this on the clear coat. There we go. I do kind of still want to have like this slight gradient reflectiveness to it. Because I do like having a shiny lip. Uh, alpha. What is that? Why is it not doing the right thing? Oh, that's why. It's because it's not doing this as I need it to. I need this to be applied differently. See, like it's up, these are the same shape as the lips because it's applying this to be what the mask looks like, but I need that to be just where it doesn't put it. But it looks like that's not necessarily an option. So I'm going to remove this. And then replace it with this. We're going to switch this to 100 by 100. And then we're going to make this a lot less visible. That's a bit better. And then if I want this to kind of supersede it, I can just add a little bit of glow to it because glow overrides clear coat. And with that glow being there, I can reduce this a bit. There we go. We did it. Okay. So we covered eyes, realistic, realistic, and I'm gonna switch this to fade. I do want to do the same cube map thing that I do on these typically, which is to make them iridescent. Make them glow a bit. There we go. Lock in. This, I feel like I could probably just do like a very light clear coat on it. That or just nothing at all. Nothing at all is probably what we'll choose. Because you won't really see much of the design if I do anything with it. This is pretty much exactly how I want it to be. I do want to make this a little bit less visible, but other than that, you got games on your phone? Let's see. Next for eyebrows, Piolet tune. Set it to fade. Move this up to here. Shading, switch this to realistic. And we are going to take this and use it as our eyebrow hair texture. We are going to set 2 on here and 2 on here. And then we're going to have it sample instead of just pulling it directly. And then that's all I need for that. Lock in. Next come eyelash. Actually, I like to do this before doing eyelash. Because this is the backing part. Set it to fade. I need to grab these two. Control C. Bring it up here to the spider section. Go here. Drag this normal map to it. Poyomi tune. Cut out. Drag this to it. Shading. Realistic. I think and then set this to like super dark green. And I'm gonna make this glow very, very slight. And we're gonna move this cutoff. Lock in. So that's gonna basically give me the effect of like a colored eyeliner. Speaking of which, I forgot to switch this to add, and then switch this to a lot lower. because you want it to be a slight effect, not like a super visible like effect. This is the eyelash. That looks wild. Uh, we're gonna do this alpha options delithering, and I wanted to show a bit more of the eyelash part. Delithering allows me to like kind of fill out the space. Like if you see here, when I move this, I can basically like tell it's judging the cutback on the edge of the texture. So when I turn this the bias up, I can basically like make it keep the edge more. And the gradient kind of is how far back it will cut it back from that. So by having like a long gradient, it goes all the way to the edge here. So by doing that, you can kind of keep your like little lash hairs despite using cutout. Which isn't a big deal typically, but because I'm going for more semi-realism lately, it does make a slight difference that is noticeable enough that I notice it, though most people would not. Poyomi tune, cutout. Uh, Set this to realistic is typically enough. The under part of the hair and not super visible. Poyomi tune, cut out. We want to keep the back. Shading, realistic. What part of the hair is this? It's that back part. I could. I do like having the shine on the hair. I'm gonna use this as the hair texture. I'm gonna double this because it's a wrapped texture. And I could probably do this by 6 because of just how long this texture is. I do like to, a lot of the times, add a little bit of glow to the back hair because of the fact that it's often, it can get lost, especially because I use a lot of black backgrounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this gradient chart and I'm gonna take the darkest color, lightest color. Do this. Fix for now. I'm gonna add it to a gradient and give it a little bit of emission. And I need to add this to the designs. So we're going to put that at the bottom, and then that way I can add this exact same one to each section. And I want to make it mixed with the base color. Because I might not have to do that with each section. I'm gonna turn the easy capture down by a good amount, and I'm gonna put on just a little bit of background music as I do this part. And we'll just try to keep on talking while we do that. But I'm grabbing my other headphones so I can hear it better. 1800 Iron Mouse. Because I'm curious to see if this flags me at all. Cut out. Shading realistic. Zero zero 1800. We want 2. And 2. There we go. And this doesn't need any highlight because it's supposed to be the base and kind of just get lost in the background. And it can actually keep the back off. Okay, time to do the skeleton. We're gonna control, okay, alt, click, so that way we can do it slowly. We gotta remove all of these purple circles. I don't think there should be any on the legs. Yeah. And I don't need too much when it comes to this part. $. 00. So far it looks like it's not flagging me. Well, there's sometimes the problem is that like YouTube playlist will just automatically play another song after this. I love that BB No Money allows their music to be streamed, like as background sound for like stuff and videos. Okay, time to do my part of the skeleton. Create object. This is hips, I believe. Capsule collider. Now let's do the spine. I only have to do it all the way down to the spine because of how long my ponytail is. Rotate it on the Z-axis. Set the spine. Create empty. Chest. Capsule collider. Das ist gut. Okay, upper chest. View chest. Okay, and now we're going to do the upper arms. View arm. I only do the upper arm part because doing the lower arm part has only ever caused me issues. And plus, like, my hair's long, but not long enough that it gets affected too much by this part. Upper arm, and you want your upper arm collider to kind of just touch this box barely. This is our right? No, it's left. Left. Neck. Neck. Also, this one shouldn't take too long because I just got to do the bangs, the ribbon, and the ponytail. I can't understand why so many VTubers have had issues with commissions lately. Because, like, if I ever do commissions, I want to get it done as soon as possible. Because every moment I don't have it done, I'm going to be thinking about it. Like, that's part of that hyperfixation ADHD where I can't pull my attention away from something. It's a blessing and a curse. This is going to be the skull. You want a sphere collider. Okay, and then we want a face collider. And this one I want to be capsule. Rotate it 90 degrees. Pull it up to the front. Slightly to the right. Make it a little bit longer. I think that's good. Can probably pull it back just a bit. I think that's good. Time to do the hair physics. Actually, real fast, we're gonna call this bangs, but I'm gonna click on poison spider, and we're gonna make sure there's no purple or pink circles in this, that they're all green, because green are my circles. Okay. Magic cloth. Bone cloth. And this just needs to have the face and the face and skull collider. Face, skull. And then we copy paste. And now we're ready to start dragging the bones over. Oh, my hair got named weird this time. I just now noticed that. That's fine though. It shouldn't affect anything. I kind of have the order memorized slightly. One, two, three. It is harder to know which one is which, though. We're just gonna do these one at a time. I think this is the same one. No. I think that's all the ones that are on that side. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This side. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I'm missing one that I'm trying to find it. What's the worst that could happen? Stay a little while. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm missing one on one of these sides. I think that's it, right? Oof. So this has 3, and this has 5 in it. These are the back part. So this one. There we go. Now I'm pretty sure they're all added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Got it. That was annoying. Let's see. Tony. But yeah, I don't know why my files there got their own little number system. Because it doesn't normally export like that. Okay, let's move the colliders over. Normally they're just numbered. Neck, skull, face. And we're gonna do Control C, Control V. Then go to this. I have no idea why it did that. It's so weird. Okay, now let's do the physics. Accessory. Long hair. Bangs. Front hair. Reduce the gravity. Front hair. Zero out the gravity. Save. Okay. One last thing I might do is a custom normal map. Let's check those physics. Yep, looks good. There we go. And I believe these are the eyes. Shading. Cube map. I want to do a normal map on these. And the normal map will look similar to this, probably. Okay. Let's pull up Clip Studio. Although, I don't think I actually need to do the normal map. I don't know if that one's allowed on stream. I think that's everybody. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Reforge. We need to add my blend shapes. I just thought that I'm leaving. At a time. Am I making you happy? My brain overfiring. I would like this model to be replaced with the reference model. Copy over. 174 blend shapes moved over. I love this tool. Wardo, new mod. Or just do Poison Spider. Create mod. Okay. Next, I actually have one last step to do here, and that is make sure everything is locked in. Is it better if I'm crying? Oh, I almost forgot this. Poyomi tune. Cut out. I love Carlotta's like crystal hair stuff, so I might actually replicate that for this. Diet Coke 7-Eleven. I'm leaving. Just like breathing. Diet Coke 7-Eleven. Okay, and then we want this cube map to switch to add. Wow. Breathe in, breathe out. No stress, no doubt. There we go. I could do like 2. Point 1. Point 1. Just so that way it shifts around. Yeah, I just did a 4-180. Taking lots of NyQuil lately. Down, down. Okay, let's see. I believe that's everybody locked in now. Lock in. The spider ass. Lock in. Like a Super 8. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. If you don't lock them in, they can't be exported. Lock in. You can get it half price. Yeah, keep it sweet like sugar. It's not that deep, but look good. They're simple creatures, all that you need is spoon, yeah. Okay, let's go down to Poison Spider. Wardo, set up character. Let's make sure that face and everything has the right thing activated. It does. Wardo, switch to active mode. Save. Let's go ahead and pull up Wardo. Note, when I pull up Wardo on my other computer, oftentimes if you do a redeem during that moment, the redeem will go to the model on the screen that we just finished, not the model here that I'm speaking with. Because oftentimes it goes to the last Wardo that was opened. The boys go do and do that thank you. Recompiling before build. Yeah, you're not the one crying. Building. Yay. Asset bundling. Compiling shaders. Bundling asset. Compiling shaders. Bundling asset. Compiling shaders. Building asset bundle. Compiling. Build. Compile build. Compile build. Compiling. Build. Compiling build. I'm reading the thing here. 8 out of 13 assets have been compiled and built. It all goes away. I remember, like, my models used to take a lot longer to finish compiling and building, but I did learn how to better utilize the assets, and now they don't have as many broken things about them. Build manifesting. But when you can see it all goes away. Let's go ahead and drag Poison Spider over to characters. I do want to check something. Okay, yeah, they do have just a default flat material. Remember when all TikTok was just all I do is nod head and do face. Profit. That was when face card was everything. You could charge it to the room. Ooh. Ooh. Dramatic. It's about to pull up. Frost and jagged. Yeah. Who's that? It's Mint. Character 3. Ben is mortifying. I'm pretty sure it's character 3 that I'm looking for. It is. There we go. I like this as a mech pilot. let's go ahead and have them move around a little bit. Oh wait, first we're gonna switch their pose, and we're gonna make sure those faces work. Because I have a second phone that I can use for that while I stream. I do like it. Hold this back up. And let's go ahead and see it in motion. Okay, just clip into the face a little bit, but you can't notice it from the like front angle for the most part. We did it. Look at it. I don't know. Do I want to fix that? I think I want to fix that. Way too damn hard. It's not a difficult fix. I just thought this would be cool to have both things up at the same time. Oop, I can't see them. I hate when this happens.
so cynical. Get me off my feet, that's typical. Why do I feel at peace when it's difficult? Why do I have to be so cynical?
I mean, main thing I need to do is just move it to the side.
Cynical. The pressure is really on. Series of events, unfortunate, and then suddenly my life's in
Like, I don't mind this hair, like, clip occasional. Like, it's not terrible, especially, like, the fact that you can only see it from that side spot. Especially if it's gonna take forever to, like, reload the script so I can troubleshoot. Oh, there we go.
Disaster.
Let's hit play.
Cynical. Looks like I'm awake. Got tear stains on my pillowcase.
I wonder what's taking it so long for its load.
But today is the day, and I don't feel so great.
Let me exit on that.
From my face, the moment that I start to think about all the things that
One of the next models I'm gonna work on, because I'm pretty sure I'll pull Furlova, is Furlova's model.
oh so much better. Someday I'm gonna be dead. So dead. Time to get out of my head and worry just a little bit less. Someday I'm gonna be dead.
Okay, so that's too far forward on that one.
Time for me to get out of bed and face the existential dread. What? I feel like nothing I'm doing is right. I feel like lately I'm wasting my life, cause I got no direction, always second guessing. Every day I waste a little more time. Maybe the moment is coming, it's gone, and everybody is moving on.
Okay, and then hit play. If it takes another hot minute for it to actually load the script, I might just be like, it's fine how it is. Because this is not a model I plan to use that frequently, but like, it is a good looking model.
So dead. Time to get out of my head and worry just a little bit less. Someday I'm gonna be dead. So dead. Time for me to get out of bed and face the existential dread.
Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I think it's taking too long for me to troubleshoot it. I think we're gonna say that it's good where it's at. So that means I need to upload it and re-download it. And it took me about 2 hours to complete.
So dead. Time for me to get out of bed and face the existential dread.
So I got a text the other day, and he was like,
Hey, heard your song on Spotify. Love the new direction and the track is tight. But I had a small note about that one line. Am I supposed to be that guy with tattoos on his thighs? And I'm like, yes, that's you. Hate to be rude, but you're the worst, and I wrote about you. I saw him typing, then the bubble went away. Then he hit me back.
think I might be more fine with how it is now. Because it's one of those things where like I won't even see it from most angles. Okay, get ready for some stream issue lag stuff. Because we're gonna upload the model to the server, which will eat up some of my upload, and then we'll download it on the other computer. I just now realized I've had the bubbles on. Let me just turn the bubbles off. Now I just need to open up Google Chrome. Because we're gonna have to download it. Okay. It should be good in like 10 minutes. So what I might do here is I might do the starting soon screen, and we'll be back as soon as I have it fixed and set up. So BRB.
Very reflective. Much green. Wow. Yeah, muted. You're muted.
How dare. Listen, when you said muted, I thought that meant that you were gonna mute the stream, not that I was muted. Uh, you know what I said wasn't important. I I I don't think I said many things that were important, and I should only have been muted for when I came back, I think. I'm pretty sure. Let me pull up the chat so I can see it again. Yeah, I didn't hear the muted. Yeah, yeah, so not the 9:30 message, but the 9:29 is yeah muted, not you're muted. Oh, okay. I said heard. I didn't read your message because I had the Wordo up and I was organizing everything. I was getting my affairs in order. But yeah, you can see old design versus the newer one. We're much more sleek, and we did a way smaller frame. I have never looked at how my body looks compared to how it used to. But my main thing is like, look at the difference of these faces. Let me bring them down to my level. Like these faces. Eh, eh, grab the screen. Like very very different. We grew a lot as an artist between these. I'm gonna put them as even closer. This is like the anime versus when the anime gets like a budget. But like, don't be mean to my sister. She can't help it. She doesn't know how to draw yet. She doesn't. uh, I was really struggling at that point with how I wanted to do fit my face, and so I was being very experimental with everything like eye shape, face shape, highlight placement. Look at that face. Also, the hair physics on the other model are not there. Like the front part of the bangs is not rigged at all on that model. Like it's rigged at the very low part of it. But for the most part, the hair doesn't move in the front. Because I didn't used to do like personalized rigging on my hair. So bangs moving was a bad idea. Because it would just clip through your face. Oh, wait, I'll do the same face with my face. Do we look alike yet? I'll stop being mean to myself because I made both of these. And like it has like a certain appeal to it. Not one that I want to wear compared to this face, but like it is way more like it's a style choice. It is certainly a choice of style. No, but honestly, like I don't hate the color choice on the bodysuit here. I just wanted my this one to be more Mech Pilot and a little less like superhero-esque or comic book style and be a little bit more anime. For what it needed to be, the previous model is not like terrible. Like it fulfilled its role. But now we are big artists who just big artist things. Like face contouring and appropriate makeup and normal sized eyes and demure bodies. But yeah, nothing will help you see how much you've grown as an artist, like putting your old work next to your new work. Let me get them off screen. We've made our point. But we did it. And that model, well, not that model, this model made in a single stream. We exported it from Vroid, and then we put it in through Unity, and we did all of our Unity things. Ba, ba-dum, ba, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, now we're ready for the mech part of the stream. Uh, so I need to go to my categories and switch us to Mech Break. Mecha! And then I'm gonna take us over to live scene. Oh no, my waist. You can see that I'm cut off. There we go. Let's switch my stance to idle so I don't take up as much space on the screen. Your one and only idol. Let me also calibrate my face. I don't like this idle. It's moving. The shift of the weight is causing. Oh, we'll just use the Raz idle. An idle that Raz uses. This one is a very good. Like, I never used this one until Raz used it when we played Mario Party. That's why I call it the Raz idle. But I actually really like it. I match this game so well right now until we see the very high graphics that they have. I have read. Signing in.
Code red. Garrison under attack.
Why not code green?
Security breach. All relevant personnel proceed to the hangar for deployment.
Am I relevant? Enter.
Please enter your code name.
Poison. Oaks. One and only idol, and so I'll always love you, know. Ooh, character creator time! Our favorite time! We went from creating this model to another character creator. Body yaddy yaddy. Holy jiggle physics, Batman.
Marine Force.
Oh, wait,
ready
no.
for deployment.
Oh, okay, so there's different things here. Is there a green? Well, there's blue. Special Landing Task Force. Strike Team. Circular Sea Unit. Does this apply to anything? Don't see any, like, buffs or anything. Oh, I can edit it further. Okay. Oh my god. Actually a very detailed, character creator. No one told me it was gonna have a pretty character creator. Do they have a ponytail of glory? They have a decent ponytail. Can I edit the hair length? I can't alter the hairstyle? I can alter the length? Oh my god, I love this. I also like that you can change the texture. Now here's the other question I have. Do they all have the same hair options? It looks like they do because I saw the other ones on the other person. We're gonna match my color. Oh, I like that you can change the scalp color in case you wanted to like do something a little bit different. I love these options so far. I wonder if the guys get a good ponytail too.
Did someone the world is kill your sadly a lot. Nothing can conceal the truth, but something
I do
may
like
try
that
to
voice.
stop you from fun.
I'm gonna Google real fast. Does your pilot matter in... Because I know if you're a pilot, you're gonna see a lot, but I just mean like, do they have different powers? Mecha Break. The faction you choose does not have any direct mechanic impact on gameplay. While initially facing creating a pilot, this choice does not limit your mech selection, what other players you can team with, or any other in-game abilities. You can even create multiple pilots with different factions. Okay. But I love this character creator. I do want to see what the guy hair options are, if they also get... Okay, can't play a guy. No ponytail option. If there's not a ponytail, I can't play it. Now we gotta see which outfit we want the most. I don't mind this, but I don't like that color of blue. This is a pretty nice, like, overall outfit. I like this white. I also like the monochromatic of this. I want to see if there is a outfit color. There's not. I think this suit might actually be the slightly better one. Just because the accents on it. Like, I love monochromatic designs, but because I can't change the color, I think I like this one better. I love that you can change the hair length. That's a nice option. I'm just gonna have that be super dark. Ooh, is that the undercolor? I do want it to be in that very dark, dark, dark green, like my hair is. Is there a highlight color? There's a tip color. That's cool. I do think we'll go with like a light green. Back. It is highlight color. Ooh, I don't like where that highlight's placed. Okay, that's better. I just gotta actually like change this part. Oh, there's multiple highlights you can do. Oh, actually, I kind of like that. Can I? Then I'm gonna shift this to like a green. Now we gotta do the face, more than likely. Okay, hit back. Face. Face shape. We're gonna look at it from the side. That's closer. Overall. Oh, these are the eyes. Lower face. Details. I need to go to the eyes. Chin width. Protrusion. I want the face to be kind of flat. High cheekbones. Protrusion. Height. Because right now they look very young, and I want to change that. Fusion, keep those. Spacing. Move them closer to each other. Inner eye corner. One second. Give me one moment. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break here, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me see. Audio. There I go. Eyebrows. Edit. Trying to make their face less young. But it keeps on having like these very rounded edges. Maybe I should go to face shape, edit overall. Cheeks. Let's go to forehead or chin. Change the nose. I don't want it to be a button nose. We're slowly aging up. We'll get this. Overall, if I make it less like point is stuck out, it'll probably be a lot easier to like age up a little bit. Because part of it's like that puffy mouth look that's causing it. Details. That's a really strong jawline. Okay, now it's the eyes that need to be shifted. I'm having to go like back and around and through these several times because we're just, for one, trying to make the entire face less like youthful. Because I don't like feeling like I'm playing a child. And brow arch. No. Shape. Now the eyes are too big. Okay, and now I just need to fix the cheeks. I got stung by a bee. So far, much better. Where's makeup? There it is. eyeshadow. So I can't edit eyeshadow. Blush. Iris. It's weird that you can't edit this stuff, but you could edit almost everything else. Edit. They made it very hard to make your person look like mature. I like the fact that there's a lot of detail in the character creator. I just wish I could make my character look older. I think this is gonna be like one of the best I can do as far as aging up the character. Just to like do very dramatic makeup. I think I need the blush. Let's go with that.
Misra tactical unit, locked and loaded.
Oh, I forgot to do the voice.
Kill your sympathy, so your prey can't fight back.
Misra tactical unit, locked and
There we
loaded.
go. I am a rookie.
Hostile units incoming. Peacekeepers, prepare for combat.
What's this?
Time to try.
Elise, the latest break striker, beefed up with extra armor.
Code red. Code red. Main cabin breach. Hangar on fire.
These look very
Safety
Gundam-y.
engaged. Stay alert. Emergency exit.
I don't know if that's an emergency exit as much as being emergently ejected.
Warning. Oxygen level below 19.5%.
Pyrogenesis. Nice.
Aleseness initiated. Safety disengaged. Mind bridge activated. Injecting Corixium
Ooh.
particles. Mind bridge connected.
Ooh.
Initiating system
That's fun.
diagnostics. Structural integrity confirmed. Fluid armor confirmed. Corixium engine power supply confirmed. Incoming
Actually, I might
urgent
end up
message
liking
from
this.
Space Garrison. Attention! We are under attack from Thea's Vanguard. Significant damage confirmed. Self-destruct activates in 120 seconds. All units evacuate immediately.
A working escape pod would truly be nice. Okay, plan B.
Ooh. That doesn't look like an escape pod.
Warning! Under attack. Fluid armor activated. Fire control system enabled.
No,
Calibrating
take your
weapon
time.
system. Energy autocannon and induced sword are combat ready.
I get a sword? I like that I get a sword.
Explosion in the elevator's midsection. Harrison's lower section disintegrated.
Not gonna get crushed today.
Warning! Self-destruct initiates in 10 seconds.
Aleseness, stabilize us. Adjust thrusters. Drop us in now.
Initiating atmospheric reentry sequence. Incoming heavy assault from hostile colossal striker. Induced sword offline. Switch to energy autocannon. Charge energy autocannon to boost short-range damage. Enemy targets detected. Adjust manually to lock. Fire control radar unstable. Keep targets within lock-on range. System will assist once a target is locked.
Evade incoming attacks. Hostiles detected outside of your system. The system will indicate attack directions.
Enemy targets detected.
Ooh.
System overheating. Reloading system.
Don't overheat.
Armor depleted. Structural integrity at critical level.
Barely dented the fluid armor. You've got more in you than I thought.
Warning. Armor integrity at threshold. Proceed to initiate armor. Warning. Armor integrity at threshold. Proceed to initiate armor. Warning. Armor integrity at threshold. Proceed to initiate armor. Warning. Armor integrity at threshold. Proceed to initiate armor
Ooh.
airdrop now. Enemy targets detected. Attack with heavy autocannon.
Ooh.
You can also use gas cannons to attack. Gas cannons' powerful impact can immobilize the target.
Where is the orbital elevator? Who could have done this? Elysius, contact the nearest peacekeeping corps HQ.
Urgent communication incoming from friendly ground base.
Pilot, this is Zone 48. Confirm identity. Over.
Peacekeeper 98213 reporting.
Pilot, we were also blindsided by CS Vanguard. The garrison's debris has wreaked havoc on us. Unable to provide support.
Looks like there's gonna be a variety of
They'll
melee
get
weapons.
Those bastards.
Target acquired.
A colossal striker from CS Vanguard is in the area. Take cover if you see an enemy.
Continue to attack with battle halberd and gauss cannons. Use complex shield to stun same-sized enemy with a perfect block.
Oh, you're mine already. No need to run.
That's a bigger mech.
Colossal Striker. This is gonna be fun.
They won't back off unless we take this thing down. That thing that just entered the atmosphere. Is it friendly?
High-threat target acquired.
Don't sweat it. Nothing Luminate can't fix.
Hey, get over here if you want to live. I'll draw its fire.
Lasers. Two years later, July, year 17, Revival Era.
Attention, Shadow Special Task Force. Rescue operation at Mashmak is about to begin. All relevant personnel complete your final checks. Weapon airdrop ready. Cargo rocket ready. Striker systems calibrated. No error found. Combatants, prepare to deploy.
Elysius, Ready to strike.
Pilot in position. Striker entering launch tunnel. Brake system safety disengaged. Pilot in control. Ready for launch.
Hiya, I'll be your CIC for this mission. Name's Anka Bell. Just joined Shadow. Still settling in, but looks like we're diving straight into missions. So let's do it. Pilot, for this mission, we'll locate the 3 patrol strikers we lost communication.
Let's just go in. Also, I don't like how that NPC looks.
Aleseness. Engage.
This looks underwater. Oh, I think it is underwater.
Let's hit it.
Pilot, the correct readings are off here. I'll confirm the extraction point ASAP once you're done.
Stabilizing.
This is where the UWC built their mass driver. After the orbital elevator attack, the UWC disbanded, and the base was abandoned. We'll conduct our search here. Last SAT update shows strikers engaged in combat in the area.
With whom? Thea's Vanguard?
Not sure.
No one else is here, right? What's their angle in this dump?
They were Lunar's.
HQ. Do you see the footage?
Looks like it was just shot down. The Korite's spreading fast.
Watch out! Thermal spike. Friendly IFF. Objective confirmed. Data received. Syncing up for investigation. Focus on what's in front of you.
Energy low.
Look at that paint. No doubt it's Thea. This is the Shadow Special Task Force for Misra Matrix. Identify yourselves.
Thank goodness it's Aleseness. We're with Misra Matrix. Galapsian Patrol Squad 4. Verification code has been sent. Over.
Verified. We're here to get you home and track Thea. Update me. What do we know?
They had us trapped here. They've been surveying this area. Probably going after the Korite here.
How many are we up against?
Maybe a battalion? But damn Earthers! Die! They're all gonna die!
Incoming! Watch out! I'll handle this. Clear the way out.
Misra Matrix is poking their nose in too? Great. Not a chance.
Oh.
You're going down today. You think your break striker makes you a hero? Pathetic.
Energy low. Shield activated. Insufficient engine output. Weapon not ready. Energy low. Weapon not ready. Energy low. Insufficient engine output. Shield activated. Weapon not ready.
Surrender. They're not worth dying
And prepare
for.
to fight.
You know nothing. The moon was built on our backs. You Earthers have no clue what we've been through.
Aleseness, stay away from it.
What?
Korite doesn't spread this quickly.
D3. Carbon tax. March.
You hearing this?
Day 1.
Phase 1's done. Don't drag this out. Come on.
Day 225. Transfer. Accumulating strength. Earth. Day 556. 22. Witness. Exterminate. Search. Stone. Day 3144. Fight. And survive.
Weapon not ready.
We did
Ride's
it.
on its way. I need your coordinates.
Still haven't deployed the extraction beacon? What's going on?
Now?
Let's light them up.
Storm's coming. Better finish up soon.
Now the airdrop can finally reach us. Yeah, we're pretty tight on time. But still, let's freshen up before joining the fight.
Gear up while you can. Can't have too much firepower.
Now, press the interact key to select an airdrop.
Yeah. Ooh. It looks like I can only select one.
Now, press the interact key to select an airdrop.
Oh, and I have to press it.
Airdrop on site. Gear up now. Airdropped weapons are universal. You can even try your luck with the enemy's airdrop
Oh,
pods.
nice.
If we don't want the enemy picking through our scraps, we need to destroy those extra airdrops.
The Striker manual mentions that surplus weapons can be mounted in the reserved slots.
Press the switch weapons key to swap between the modular weapons and default weapons.
You can replenish ammo by finding magazines on neutralized hostiles or in supply crates.
Destroy as many extractors as you can before the ship arrives. They release subterranean chloride, which triggers pulse storms.
They might deploy more to keep you from leaving.
They've lost their minds.
That chloride extractor was built for mining. Now it's a terrifying weapon. If they release the chloride, one pulse storm will wipe out everything on the island.
The three factions are mining and researching chloride at Mashmak. Is this some kind of power play by Thea? To have their insane demands met and fight the moon?
Something's off. Her plan is way more direct and brutal.
Yeah, we've done what we could. I don't think we can dismantle more extractors.
HQ has pinpointed the extraction area. Sending the coordinates your way. Beacon deployed. Your ride will be there in 2 minutes. Hang in there.
Coordinates received. Time to move, people.
Finally, getting out of this hellhole.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't stop them.
See those chlorite pulse storms? They're small, but they pack a punch. They can do a lot of damage to the fluid armor and the Striker itself.
There are a few evac routes that bypass the storm.
Those storms are expanding. We can't risk losing Elysius. We need to make sure you make it. Even if we don't.
Stay here and you're dead. We're all leaving together.
Still got an airdrop beacon. Now they'll rue the day.
New chlorite pulse storm detected.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Stabilizing.
And now I am out.
Airship on site. This is it. Deploy the beacon and start the evac.
Cables. That would give whiplash. They probably should evacuate too. Immunis 1. Conduct extractions from Meshmach. Oh, press escape.
I thought we would still have at least 100 years to figure a way out of our demise after the catastrophe.
I'm not super interested in the story.
Hey, Christian, can I talk to you real quick? That voice from the lab.
Are you to like design?
Things aren't looking.
Shadow uniform. Mission tokens. Explore base, inspect room, tactical station, striker bay, mess hall, tactical jetpack. Sign in for 7 days. Ooh, I want to modify my striker design. Edit. I assume that I can at least do paint. I think it costs 500 regardless of what you do. Or is each section require 500? I want metallic-y colors. A lot of these are just flats. Like this magenta looks metallic-y and so does this red. But a lot of these don't look very shiny for mech parts. It's giving Power Rangers. At this point, I'm committing to the bit. We're gonna go for Power Rangers. Oh wait, no, it costs per can? That sounds expensive. If I wanted to just paint it all one color. Does that also cost? Okay, to paint it all one color it doesn't cost. So it's not per can. It's per can, not part. You know what? Pink. Hooray! I have a hat. Maybe we'll just switch these. Deploy station coordinates. Rocket propelled grenades. Cargo beacon. Ah, there's weapons. Okay, and then you sell your things, it looks like. Okay. Open rocket launcher. Oh, okay. Ooh. That looks cool. I like this one better. Ultra heavy defender, heavy light sniper, Lumen light support, Aquila heavy sniper, medium support, Skyrider, Stegosaurus, Phantom, ooh, Brawler. Lance. Bifrost Industries. I want to see the weaponry. Lance and shield blade. There's a lot. And so do you just get access to all of these? That's nice. Lumen. Ballistics, energy. What is your weaponry look like? Drone launch. Deploys drones. The healing. Repair. Welkin. They look like they're heavy. Heavy, light sniper, ultra medium, medium, ultra heavy attacker. It's an ultra heavy attacker. Ooh, that looks really cool. Stego, Inferno, light support. What's the heavy support look like? Oh, well, we'll first look at the heavy defender. I just realized I can skip that. Weaponry. Do they just have that battle axe? We saw one of those. Space. Ooh. I like this like little back booster thing. Weapon. Decoy drone deploys a stationary drone to generate mass projection that coordinates with the striker, dealing minor damage. Charged beam cannon. I like the light attackers the most so far. See what you look like. Weaponry. Splitter, repair drone, rapid repair grappler. Tricera. Gatling guns. Now I am curious. Does it cost me money to do that pink every time? Oh, it does. So you don't just buy it. Okay.
I guess that Falcon and I are up.
Ooh, I like the little bird.
Let's get this party started.
6v6 mode. 2v3. I don't know what the screen currency can be spent on. I want to try the Falcon. And then after this, we'll probably call the stream there.
Greetings, pilot. We'll cover the autocannon in the autocannon neutral. When depleted, the
Oh, it won't let me move around.
move the camera to lock onto the enemy striker. Tutorial complete.
Loss.
Next, we'll cover 5 new.
Oh, I like that.
The light missile launcher automatically moved. Weapon not ready.
Tutorial complete.
Tutorial complete. Next, we'll cover the recon kit. The recon kit can detect and mark targets obscured by terrain. Try. The enemy strike. Weapon not ready. 2 enemy strikers remain. Use the recon kit to locate and neutralize them. Tutorial complete.
Yakugan.
Next, we'll cover the winged form. The striker can stay airborne in winged form, allowing you to navigate the battlefield by... There are 3 objective points in the simulation. Reach each point in order.
Okay.
Switch to winged form and reach the objective.
That's cool.
Adjust the flight altitude and angle to shoot down airborne targets. Perform loops in winged form to evade enemy lock-on. Now, try performing a loop. Performing a spiral descent in winged form allows you to attack while evading enemy lock-on. Now, try performing a spiral descent. Stabilizing.
It ran out of engine.
Target required.
How do I hold S Alt?
Energy low.
Ah, okay.
Tutorial complete. Next, fire. Keep your distance from the target and fire the heavy missile launcher at it. Unavailable. Tutorial complete.
That is neat though. Achievement points. But okay. We are coming to the end of stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I am so glad we were able to finish this really cool model and get to play a new game. I can't wait to see you guys in future streams. Note, tomorrow is Wednesday, so we are off on Wednesdays. But we'll be seeing you soon on Thursday. So, till then, see you then. Bye for now.